team, it's kind of like playing for Kentucky of the PBL, where
Right.
you guys are just expected to win. I mean, is it a fun environment to play in?
It is. It's always a challenge because teams want to come in, knock us off from that perfect record, and beat the Rochester RazorSharks. And I'm hearing it from every team that we play against during the game. But it's exciting to be the bad guys in a little bit of a way.
Now, I've wondered this. So, playing in the PBL, it's kind of a goofy league. You've got Rochester playing at the Blue Cross Arena. It's, a pretty professional atmosphere. You've got people sitting courtside, and you've got, people walking around selling beer and popcorn. And then you guys go over to a place like Erie, playing in a high school gym with it's looking like maybe 35 people in the stands. It's got to be
I
a little.
imagine no beer either.
Yeah, probably no beer sales, probably no cheerleaders, right? It's probably a little bit different.
Yeah, it's different going into those gyms, and any of these gyms that we play in is a whole different feel than our home gym. But we can't let it affect our game. We know we're still here to play these games and win these games and get this perfect season. That's what we're after this season. So no matter what gym it is, how small it is, how many people are in the gym, we're going out there and playing basketball.
And of course, we had Jerice Crouch on, and he said the same thing, that the goal this year is a perfect season, to be the first RazorSharks team to win the championship, but this time, with an unblemished record. And so I think that's great, and you guys are well on your way. It doesn't seem like a lot of weaknesses. Of course, the one thing that maybe could be an issue is Carolina is a pretty good team. I don't think they played very well in their first time in Rochester, but I feel like if any team was going to beat you guys, it would be them.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of stories about how well they're playing, and I know they're looking forward to playing against us after how the first game of the season turned out. But we're ready for anything, and we're actually excited to play them just as much as they're ready to play us.
How was because we talked to Dr. Sev on the show about, of course, the prospects of possibly the RazorSharks going D-League. Not sure if it's going to happen. I heard there's a lot of money involved, but what was the difference in play from the D-League to the PBL?
What was that question? I lost you a little bit.
Yeah, what was the difference in the level of play from the D-League coming back to the PBL?
Well, the one main difference on the level is play that the D-League has all those players that come down from the NBA,
right,
which makes the competition even higher, all those games. And for the teams that have multiple affiliates, I know now there may be only one team with multiple affiliates, but when I played a couple of years ago, there was multiple teams with multiple affiliates. So you may end up playing against a team that has 8 NBA players on their roster.
Right.
So it makes the competition level completely different than what we're playing here. And but besides those players, I think some of the D-League teams now, if we took them on as the RazorSharks, we can give them a good game. If not, beat a couple of them on.
I was thinking that. I feel like if you guys played Erie or the Westchester Knicks, I think it'd be a pretty good game, I think.
Yeah, we would give them a run for their money. I actually watched a lot of D-League. I watched most of the showcase this year. So I got to see those teams. I think we could take them.
Did you see that that rule they have in the D-League now where you can advance the ball in the last 2 minutes without calling a timeout?
Yeah, that was an interesting rule. I see they changed a couple of different things in there. Also with the goaltending rule, right, where you can take it off the basket.
I didn't see that one. What was that one?
That now, like over in European rules, where you can take the ball if it's bouncing off the rim, and in D-League you're allowed to take it right off the rim.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it seems like they're trying some new things there.
Yeah. I feel like they're experimenting with some things, and if they like it, they work well. Maybe we'll see them in the NBA one day.
Now, of course, we used to have, before the RazorSharks were in the PBL, they started in the ABA, which is a really goofy minor league.
It's like a circus.
They had something called the 4D clock, where they had this light on 4D light. They had this light on the basket. Yeah, and if there was a defensive steal or an offensive foul committed, they turned the light on, and then whatever basket you got was worth 1 extra point. It was very odd. And they had the 4-point shot. You could take a shot.
They had a 4-point shot?
Yeah. You could take a shot from behind half court. It was 4 points. And if you stole the ball in the backcourt and then took a half court shot, it was 5 points. So.
Oh wow,
that league was a circus.
That league, yeah, it was very odd. I do like the PBL how it's a little bit more legitimate. You know, I like how they have the actual like NBA style jump balls instead of the college possession arrows. I never understood the college possession arrows because it seems like if a guy's in danger, you can just grab the ball, right, and you'll get a jump ball, and if it happens to be your possession arrow, then you get possession, and if not, then there's absolutely no disadvantage. They just get the ball again.
Yeah.
It's like that in high school too.
I never liked that rule. I always thought it should be jump ball.
Well, a guy like you, 6'10", I mean, there's not a lot of guys who you're going to lose a jump ball against.
Right, and then there would be plenty of times in college where I'll get a bad pass down towards my feet or my knees, and the guy that's 6'1" running around the court can easily reach down there. So now we have a jump ball and I lose possession of the ball.
Right. Yeah, very goofy. Some of the college things. But
NCAA is kind of a crazy situation over there.
Yeah, and it's great though. I love college basketball, and
March Madness is my favorite.
It's the best.
Oh yeah, nothing beats that.
Who's your team? Are you obviously UCLA fan? Anybody else?
Oh yeah, I have to stay true to UCLA. I can't root against my Bruins, but when it comes down to the tournament, if the Bruins don't make it, I kind of watch all the Pac-12 teams and root them on and just keep the Pac-12 hoping that they can make it. So I see Arizona might be my favorite this year.
Okay. Now, are you from the West Coast?
Yeah, I'm from Los Angeles, Pasadena, California to be exact.
So coming to Rochester, I'm guessing, was probably a bit of a change, at least climactically and, the size of the city.
Is the first time that I've had to go outside and put salt on my stairs.
Yeah.
And salt down the driveway. I've never done these things before. I've never lived in the snow before.
And you definitely need to do it because that ice is nasty. Yeah. It's been really bad the past couple of weeks.
I've slipped a couple times. Haven't hit the ground yet. Though.
It's probably hard to hit the ground when you're that tall, right?
Yeah.
It takes a while to get down there.
All right, good stuff. Anthony, so you guys are continuing your quest for the undefeated season. Next home game is President's Day against Lynchburg. So, Anthony, thank you for joining us tonight, and good luck the rest of the way. All right.
Thanks for having me on. I hope everyone comes out and supports the team. We love when people come to our games and support Rochester RazorSharks.
That's right. February 16th. Everyone come out, 1 o'clock. Tickets just $5.
How can you beat
$5.
$5?
You cannot beat it. Best deal in Rochester sports.
And you get to come watch an undefeated team play.
Absolutely.
$5, folks.
So, yeah, he's tall. Very tall.
That's probably why he plays basketball.
I was going to say, you picked the right sport.
What's the tallest guy you've ever seen in soccer?
Jeez, I don't. And there's a referee that used to play, and he's, I think, almost 7 feet tall.
Jim Peschelitis? He's pretty tall.
No, Jim is pretty tall. No, this guy's bigger than him. And he usually refs little kids' games, so those kids are running around. They're up to his knees, and so it's pretty crazy. And she's the tallest guy I ever seen. He's probably only been in the 6'3", 6'4" area, but I don't know anybody
Most
bigger.
of them tend to play basketball.
Tallest hockey player, of course, is Zdeno Chara.
6'9".
Yeah, and he's like my favorite player too.
You like him?
Oh, I love him.
He just looks mean.
Yeah,
he looks nasty.
That's why you gotta like him, man. I thought whatchamacallit from the Sabres was gonna be like that, Tyler, but
Ennis?
No, the other one. He's 6'7".
Yeah. Oh no, not Ennis. You're right. Myers.
Myers, thank you. Yeah.
But no, he's a softie.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be like.
He's got a baby face. He's a softie.
Yeah, he's like a woman.
You know who else are tall? Volleyball players. Like, I know it's more of a European thing, but
it's not a sport.
Oh, in Europe it is.
Hey, this
is a big sport.
This is sports mumblings, dude. You don't have to be putting that on there.
Volleyball. Until we get a minor league volleyball team. to play at the Blue Cross
Now,
Arena.
if you had brought up women's volleyball, now that's a sport.
Yeah. Beach
volleyball.
beach.
Well, no, regular volleyball too, don't they?
Yeah,
Mark-
they're pretty way around the tight shorts.
Mark,
Compression shorts, yes.
This is why you're a brilliant broadcaster. What a segue. We've got to talk about our favorite place, the Mirage, 414 West Church Road.
Volleyball players.
If you like volleyball players, go and check out some dancers, some exotic dancers at the Mirage. They have the coldest beer on tap. Also, they've got a great selection at the bar. They've got Grey Goose. I don't know if we talk about Leroy Discount Liquor. I don't know if he's got Grey Goose, but Mirage is Grey Goose.
Yeah, I think he does.
It's very good. Very good Grey Goose.
It's
good stuff. I mean, you know.
I think it's the best they got.
Yeah, it's good. Where's it from? It's from France or something? Yeah.
You ever see the commercials like vodka in wine country?
They spit?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, you can pick up, get yourself an ice cold beer or an ice cold tonic, Grey Goose tonic at the Mirage. The bartenders are very friendly. The wait staff there, great place, great pool table, really awesome pool table. Some good pool players go by, but obviously the best part is the girls. They have the hottest girls in Rochester by far. Don't even bother going to the other clubs anymore.
I heard their DJs are pretty good there too.
They do have
a good DJ.
DJs are pretty phenomenal.
Some pretty awesome DJs there, and tip the DJs.
Yeah, definitely tip.
If you want a song, tip the DJ.
Yeah, definitely tip the DJs. But they got some good music, good girls. The
music's
beers are cold. You got to get out there.
Get out to the Mirage, 414 Westridge Road, open at 8:00 every night, except Fridays they're open early, 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Saturdays. Also, Mark, if my car, I'm not gonna say which bank it was last night, but I ran into an ATM machine.
you, only you.
Just with my mirror though, it was fine. But
the mirror was fine, or the ATM machine?
Well. Both, kind of, but let's say...
Judging by your car...
Let's say if
really need Mark.
If I had another issue besides running into an ATM machine, if I needed my muffler fix or anything like that, or just a simple oil change, where should I go?
You're going to go to 936 Portland Avenue, which is Joey's Auto Repair. We do everything, full service other than body work. You can call us at 319-4562, $15.99 oil changes. Just give us a call, man. We'll take care of you.
And before we go, big news coming out of the USL. They announced the alignments.
Awesome.
So 24 teams.
It's official.
24 teams. Rochester will be in the Eastern Conference with the Charleston Battery, Charlotte Independence, FC Montreal, the Harrisburg City Islanders, Louisville City FC, the New York Red Bulls, which we didn't even know about as we were announcing all the new teams.
Or the Charlotte Independents.
I knew about that one because the Charlotte
the Christian Club?
Eagles, they folded, or they dropped down to the PDL, and they got an expansion team. They're going to actually play at a bigger stadium. They're going to play at, I think, a 5,000-seat stadium.
And the nice thing is for some of you Rochester fans, I'm not going to name the players, but there's been 4 players from the Rochester Lancers who've been asked to come to the Rhinos.
Really?
That is true, yep. And so there's a good chance that there could be a couple Lancers on the Rhinos this year.
Cool.
So
I think that'd be great. Finally,
there's a couple big names.
Finally.
Finally have some crossover would be nice.
Maybe our show had something to do with it.
That would be great.
Your show may have had something to do with it, and they may have been mentioned on this show once or twice already.
Okay. I think I have some ideas. Here's what we should do, though. I think we should invite Soccer Sam and Dave Solinsky and Pat Erkley into the studio. We'll all sit down and hash things out. I think we should do it.
We should do that. Let's put it out there. Let's do that.
We're going to need security.
Triple H.
Yeah.
Now, Triple H just might make things worse.
Yeah, he's going to give someone, after they get red carded, tell them to go downtown. Anyways. So, the Eastern Conference, Charleston, Charlotte, Montreal, Harrisburg, Louisville, the Red Bulls, Pittsburgh Riverhounds, Richmond Kickers, Rochester Rhinos, St. Louis FC, Toronto FC 2, and the Wilmington Hammerheads in the East. Out West, we have Arizona, Austin, Colorado Springs, LA Galaxy 2, Oklahoma City, Orange County Blues, where Andrew Hoxie's playing, Portland Timbers, as far as we know, for now.
Yeah, I'm not. Hoxie was not one of the names.
Okay, I think he's pretty set.
He loves
likes
it over
there. I think his girlfriend lives out there.
Yeah, pretty sure his girlfriend's out there. So and he's doing well out there. So I think he'd probably stay. But
And okay, so Orange County, Portland, the Real Monarchs, Salt Lake City, which just announced that they just got a franchise. They're going to build their own stadium in Salt Lake City, which is great. I mean, that's